Dear friends, this is Prem. Welcome to this special video about options basics. Here we will learn about the role of options buyer and options seller. In the cash market, for example, if a trader buys a stock, assuming a trader buys a stock at rupees 100 and sells it for rupees 110, he makes a profit of rupees 10. A second person buys the same stock for rupees 110 and he sells it at 125, he makes a profit of 15 rupees. And a third person buys the same stock at 125 and sells it at 150, then he makes a profit of 25 rupees. In this scenario, since the market is bullish and the stock is moving ahead, all the three traders were making some amount of profit. So this is not the case in case of options trading. In options trading, buyer's profit is loss to the seller and seller's profit is the loss to the buyer, unless otherwise they sell it at a point where there is a break even. Either the buyer or the seller have to either incur a loss or profit. Options trading is risky and one need to have a good knowledge before starting options trading for them. Hope my videos will share the required knowledge about options trading. I have few slides. Let me brief the role of options buyer and options seller with an example. Now, in this example, we have two business people, Sanjay and Sanjeet. This house is owned by Sanjay and he wants to sell this house because according to him there is no new projects from the government and there is no value increase in the house, so he wants to sell this house. Sanjeet is looking for a house and he has a clue that there is a upcoming government project near Sanjay house. He is expecting a 4-lane highway near Sanjay house. So Sanjeet is ready to buy this house, but what he now has is only a clue. 6 months down the line only he will know whether the highway project is kickstarting or not. So Sanjeet want to play it safe. So Sanjeet discusses with Sanjay and says we two have to have an agreement. So the agreement is like this. So Sanjeet pays rupees 25,000 to Sanjay and blocks this house for next 6 months, and within 6 months if the government project kickstarts, so he will buy the house, otherwise he will not buy the house. The value of the house currently is at 10 lakh. So Sanjay feels that the property house will increase twofold if the government project kickstarts. So he wants to establish this contract, and once this contract is signed, so Sanjeet will buy the house within 6 months if he want at the set price of rupees 10 lakh only. Because the contract is signed, whatever the value of the house increases, whether it is 11 lakh, 12 lakh or 20 lakh or 25 lakh, once the agreement is signed, then Sanjay has to sell this house to Sanjeet at a price of rupees 10 lakh only. So here Sanjeet is not obligated to buy the house. Only if he is willing to buy, he can buy, otherwise he will not buy. But on the other hand, Sanjay, if the house price increases to 20 lakh, he cannot say no to Sanjeet because he has signed the agreement and he took rupees 25,000 from Sanjeet. So whatever is the price, if the Sanjeet is willing to buy, so he has to sell it at 10 lakh only. So this is what the agreement is all about. Now we have three options. Option 1, highways project kickstarts and the house value shoots up to 20,000. That is option 1. So highway project cancelled and house value comes down to rupees 7 lakh. That is option 2. And option 3, So nothing happens and there is no change in the value of the house. In all three options, what will be the decision of Sanjit is what we have to look out now. So option 1, highway project kickstarts and house value shoots up to 20 lakh from 10 lakh. So in this case, what Sanjit will do? Sanjit will, since he has a contract established with Sanjay, he will go as per the contract. He already paid 25,000 to Sanjay. So he, as agreed, he will pay the remaining 10 lakh amount and he will buy the house, because within 3-4 months, because of the government project, the house appreciated. He also had a contract with Sanjay, so Sanjay cannot say no to Sanjit. So as per the contract, he has to accept. He is obligated to sell his house because the contract is established with Sanjay. So he has to sell it, his house, for rupees 10 lakh only, even though the house appreciated to rupees 20 lakh. This is option 1. And option 2, highway project cancelled and house value comes down to 7 lakh. So in this case, Sanjit, because the house value decreased, Sanjit will not buy this house and he will let forego the rupees 25,000 what he paid to Sanjay as part of establishing this contract. So in this case, it's a profit for both of them. So the house value dropped to 7 lakh, so Sanjit need not have to buy this house, and Sanjay, simply establishing a contract, he got 25,000 without doing anything. So this is a profitable scenario for both of them, and nothing happened and no change in the value of the house. In this case also, Sanjit will not buy this house because he might look after some other property where there is a value increase. So he will not buy this house. In this case also, he will let forego the rupees 25,000 he established as part of the contract with Sanjay, and Sanjay gains rupees 25,000. And in all the three options, option 1 is profitable to Sanjit and option 2 and 3 is profitable to Sanjay. So this is how option works, and to summarize, Sanjay, we need to map the scenario to option seller, and Sanjit, we need to map the scenario to options buyer. This is the typical role of a option seller and option buyer. Thank you for watching my video.